The world was already reeling from the impacts of a global pandemic when, in 2021, it faced a new insidious threat: skyrocketing food prices. This crisis, which peaked in early 2023 with a global median food inflation rate of 13.6%, was a stark reminder of the fragility of our food systems and the profound impact of external shocks. The roots of this inflation can be traced back to a perfect storm of factors. The lingering effects of the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted supply chains, causing issues like lockdowns, labor shortages, and logistical bottlenecks. The Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022, a major exporter of wheat, sunflower oil, and fertilizers, further exacerbated the crisis, driving up energy and commodity prices. Extreme weather events, such as droughts in Europe and floods in Asia, reduced harvests, and rising energy and transportation costs added to the strain. But the impact was not felt equally. In low-income countries, inflation hit a staggering 30% by mid-2023, leading to a 3.5% increase in moderate or severe food insecurity and a 1.8% jump in severe cases. This crisis deepened existing inequalities, leaving vulnerable populations even more exposed. The cost of a healthy diet, which averaged $3.68 globally in 2021, became increasingly unaffordable for many. With the international extreme poverty line set at just $2.15, even those above the poverty line struggled. This surge in prices impacted around 30% of the world's population, leaving them unable to afford a healthy diet. Africa bore the brunt, with about 1 billion people worst hit. The disparity between healthy and unhealthy food options widened further. While the cost of a healthy diet rose, ultra-processed foods, like sugary snacks and ready-to-eat meals, became 47% cheaper compared to unprocessed or minimally processed foods. This affordability gap steered billions towards diets high in calories but low in nutrients, fueling a hidden hunger epidemic. The data on dietary diversity among children and women is alarming. Only 1/3 of children and 2/3 of women 15 to 49 years consume food from diverse food groups. This lack of diversity in diets, coupled with the rising cost of healthy food, threatens to reverse any gains made in combating malnutrition. The World Bank's Food Security Update noted that in West and Central Africa, food inflation increased to over 45%, leading to severe food insecurity. In the United States, food prices rose by 5.8% in 2023 alone, influenced by easing supply chain issues and persistent wholesale pressures. A recent study linked 16 instances of extreme weather impacting food production and yield to price hikes. In India, food inflation averaged around 6% from 2012 to 2025, with the lowest figure projected at 1.76% in July 2025. This drop in food inflation is attributed to favorable base effects and a decrease in food prices, particularly in vegetables, pulses, cereals, and dairy products. A regression analysis of food inflation in India from 2000 to 2022 indicates a strong correlation between food production, exchange rates, and the consumer price index. The trend towards a more affordable, healthy diet is evident in many low- and middle-income countries except for India. In India, the consumption of ultra-processed foods has surged from $0.9 billion in 2006 to $37.9 billion in 2019. This increase has worsened nutritional challenges, as cheaper, less healthy alternatives are displacing healthier options amid price volatility. The COVID-19 growth rate further influenced price rises across food categories in 167 markets in India, leading to disruptions. Billions continued to view healthy diets as a luxury, with the average cost of a healthy diet per person per day in 2024 being $4.46. The highest figures were registered in Latin America and the Caribbean, $5.16, followed by Asia and Africa, $4.43 and $4.41, respectively, while the Oceania region recorded the lowest amount at $3.86. Efforts like the Food Prices for Nutrition Project aimed to assess the costs of healthy diets and influence policies in various countries. In Nigeria, this project led to the publication of monthly bulletins on the costs of maintaining a healthy diet, which played a role in wage increases and trade reforms in 2024. In India, similar initiatives, such as allowing duty-free imports of pulses, implementing stock limits to prevent hoarding, and providing subsidized sales, yielded moderate results. By 2023, food subsidies had increased to 1% of the country's gross domestic product, GDP. The 2021 to 2023 food price inflation crisis reshaped global and local landscapes, turning abundance into scarcity for many. As the FAO advocates, a coordinated policy response to food price inflation and investment in agri-foods is crucial to ensure that no one faces shrinking plates amid surging costs. The need of the hour, as highlighted in the Global Risk Report 2024, is to integrate global risk mitigation with domestic reforms, including boosting digital infrastructure and workforce skilling to enhance productivity and prevent future surges.